listeners, and welcome to the Downright Upright Show, the place to go to hear out loud and proud what Minnesotans are thinking. And I am your host, Philip Anthony, and I'm accompanied today by Brett Johnson, who is also an announcer and engineer and man of all hats, I would say. Absolutely. For AM 950. And we're at Pride, actually, right, Brett?
Absolutely, yeah, glad to be out here.
Yeah, we're having fun, and we're waiting for some people to come over to the table so we can get their thoughts on Pride and what it means to them. Before we start, what does Pride mean to you?
First time I've been out here in a few years, so I'm glad to be back out here again, and I think it's great to bring the whole community together like this, and especially in today's day and age where we have so many attacks against the LGBTQ community. It's, I think, good to bring people together like this, yeah.
I think it's great. I mean, yesterday was day one of the weekend Pride, and people were coming over just full of love and thanking us for being a voice on the left of center point of view, I guess you would say. So yeah, and so we're going to just wait for people to come over and say hi, and we'll get back to you soon. And again, happy Pride to all the listeners, and I hope you're all doing fantabulous. Okay, we're good to go. We're on the air. So how are you guys doing today? Can I have your names first?
I'm Lizzie. I'm Natalie.
Lizzie and Natalie. And are you both in the LGBT community?
I am. I'm not.
Oh, you're an ally. And if you listen to my show, allies are so, right, important. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about Pride. What does Pride mean? We'll start with the LGBT representative here in the group. What does Pride mean to you?
Kind of just like the community overall, and just like a family that just supports and loves each other. Because I just feel so safe here in such like a place that could also not be safe at the same time. Like when I'm around these people, I'm just so happy.
Me too. I feel like it is communal, right? Everybody's got each other's back, you know, and it's a great opportunity to see people just like you, so you don't feel invisible, you know. How about you?
To me, Pride is really just about being able to express yourself freely and be safe in who you are, and I feel like this is just such a great community and spot to be able to do that. Yeah. Awesome.
Well, thank you guys for dropping by and saying hi. Did you want to add anything, Brett?
Not that I can think of right now, no.
Okay, well, we love you guys. Thank you for doing this, and happy Pride to both of you.
Thank you. Happy Pride.
You too. Happy Pride.
All righty now. Bye now.
Bye.
All righty. Hi, we have another guest at the tent today at AM 950. What is your name there, sir?
Adam Simonson.
Adam, welcome. Happy Pride. Okay, I'm just going to ask you two simple questions. What is your definition of Pride, and how do you feel about, what do you think Pride is?
I think Pride is basically inclusion, that everyone has a purpose and everyone should be included in every aspect of life.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And do you have any concerns about or for the LGBT community in these coming years?
Yeah, I think that, what did I say before?
Well, how about the trans community? Do you have any concerns about their community?
Resources, healthcare, limited healthcare. You know, when you have, groups of people that feel that healthcare should only be provided for their type of mentality as opposed to all people. I think universal healthcare is long.
Oh my goodness.
Overdue.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Hi, how are you? You came over to us. What's your name?
She's my adult supervision.
Is she your wife?
Yes.
Okay, good, awesome. What's your name?
I'm Joan.
Joan, hi Joan. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride to you too, thank you.
As I asked your husband, what is your feeling? What is Pride to you?
Well, I think equality is number one in the Pride, and it's interesting that we have to look at different festivals for different people to help identify the individuality we all have. And we shouldn't have to do that.
No.
But it's awesome to come to Pride Fest.
Yes, and it's family, I think.
Right.
Absolutely, absolutely. And whether you have someone in your family, you know someone who should be here and enjoying Pride Fest and recognizing that we are all equal. And like John said too, on the inside, we're all the same.
Exactly. And you know what? I think Pride is actually more for allies for me. I'm an ally guy. Straight people that embrace us, to me, is so much more meaningful because everybody, of course, they're going to defend their own people, you know. But when you have someone that is empathetic and looks outside their own box, that to me, I mean, I just cry. I love it. I just get very emotional. I think that's humanity, basically.
Well,
We shouldn't have a box.
I said, like I tell people, I work in the OR, and we see people's insides all the time, and remarkably, everyone is exactly the same.
Wow, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. Well, thank you. Brett, do you have anything you want to add?
Well, just thanks for coming out to Pride. Appreciate it. And yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Brett is an announcer on AM 950. So if you ever listen to the station live on the radio, you'll hear Brett's voice all the time. Does the weather and traffic and all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. Happy Pride. Hi, we have another guest here. What is your name, sir?
It's Kelly D here.
Kelly D. And happy Pride to Kelly D.
Thank you.
And what is the meaning of Pride to you?
Well, to me, you know, I'm new to this, but yes, I do like guys. I like women. I like it all. You know, and that's kind of where it's at. I'm new to the scene, but
And you don't have to be put in a box, basically.
that's right. You know, it's just a freedom of speech. It's just what you want it to be, you know?
You be you. You be you. Everybody is them. You be you. Yeah. And do you have any concerns about the LGBT community, about things that are happening today?
Actually, no, I do not. It's all good, you know? Those, you know, the fentanyl whole thing and that kind of pisses me off, but because it's killing people,
Right.
you know, I don't really have any.
And so is gun violence, right?
Yes.
We want to protect everyone, not only just LGBT people. We want to protect the whole community.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you. Do you have any questions for the gentleman?
What's been your favorite part about coming out to Pride so far?
Well, I came down here yesterday. The music is great, you know.
Yeah, isn't it?
The music is great. The women, the guys, everything's looking good down here.
That's funny. Oh, well, thank you for coming by. Really appreciate it. And my name's Philip Anthony. And that's Mr. Brett there. He's an announcer as well. I have a show here. If you ever want to listen to yourself or listen to the show, this is it. Okay? All righty. Take care now. Hi. Welcome back. We have another guest here. What is your name there?
Nicole,
Nicole, happy Pride to you.
happy Pride.
So what does Pride mean to you, actually?
Love.
One simple word, love, right? And do you have any concerns about the LGBT community as, you know, as things are changing and, you know, mostly for the negative?
Yeah, the community needs our support now more than ever. We're all born naked and the rest is drag.
Exactly. I love you. You're great. You're fantastic. Brett, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, what's been your favorite part coming out so far?
All the rainbows.
All the what?
Rainbows.
Oh, yeah, right. I didn't say this before, but I was driving yesterday on the highway, and everywhere I looked, there was rainbows.
Yes, it was fabulous.
It was almost like, you know, the ether was, you know, in accordance with us and agreeing with us.
Yes, with all the lightning and electricity pulsing through the atmosphere, amazing.
Yeah. Well, you're the best. Thank you so much for stopping by, and you have a happy Pride.
You also. Happy Pride.
Bye-bye. Hi, we're back again, and we have more guests to come over to the tent and visit us for Pride. What is your name?
I'm Zoe.
Zoe. And what does Pride mean to you?
It's just a place where everyone can express themselves and love who they love, be who they are, freely.
Exactly. Thank you. That's so pretty. I couldn't have said it better myself, actually. How about you? What does Pride mean to you?
I think it's a great opportunity as a queer family to come out and have our kids see that there's a whole big group of folks like them. And like my daughter said it as well as I could, it's a place where everybody gets to be their whole self freely and in community.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
I'm Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Happy Pride to you. Would you want to say? Anybody else?
The rest of my family is quiet, but there's a mess of us here. Got the Fab Four, blended queer family. We're the Queer Brady Bunch, and we're really happy to be out here.
You have a beautiful family, by the way. I really, really have to say. I love the outfits as well. Your other daughter has a like sparkly pride with a bracelet. I mean, I think she makes me look a little blah with this peace sign. How about you, Brett? Do you want to ask them anything?
I would just say, what's been your favorite part coming out here so far this year?
What's your favorite part?
Getting to see everyone, having fun, enjoying themselves.
And you know what? I'm really jealous right now. You know why? Yes. When you go to this the state fair, what's the first thing you go to? The corn, right? I mean, it looks really yummy. How about you? What was the question again? Favorite thing about Pride?
My favorite thing is seeing more of the suburban and farther reaching school districts here. We saw that Osseo is here for the first time. And so just really happy to see that more and more schools are showing up so that kids from those suburbs who've always been coming to Pride will see their own communities here. Super important.
Absolutely. Oh, I love you guys. This is probably my favorite family so far today. Thank you so much, and happy Pride. Stay safe and vote. Don't forget to vote, right?
I'm an election judge.
Awesome. Bye-bye, guys. Hi, we're back again, and we have two more guests here. What is your name there?
I'm Jake.
We have Jake
Lacey.
and Lacey. Are you guys a couple? Yes. Awesome. Oh, partners. Okay, are you guys allies or LGBT?
I'm non-binary and demisexual.
And you there?
Pansexual.
Oh, wow. That's my favorite. I'm just boring gay guy, you know. Anyway, thank you. You guys are great. So, what does Pride mean to you, by the way?
I think especially in a time right now where it's very scary to be part of the community, I think being able to be here and see people supporting each other and just giving love, because right now we really need it, and it shouldn't be as scary as it is right now. But
Absolutely. And you know, I always say this on my show, the more people see how many people are at Pride, they see we become very visible, and they don't want to mess with you, especially, you know, as a mass, we vote. And, you know, alienating a huge population is not a very good idea when you're trying to run for an office.
it's stupid.
Yes. I couldn't have put it better myself. So, Jake, what about you?
It's a community. It's the beautiful variety of people you get to see. It's the love. You know, you feel safe here. At least I do. I don't know. I enjoy spending my time with my partner too here.
Oh, you
Pride together. So
your first Pride together?
Yep. So.
How long you've been together?
6 months now.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, aren't they adorable? I love this couple. Oh my goodness. Brett may have a question as well. He's an announcer for AM 950, so if you listen to the radio, you'll hear his voice like all the time. The voice of God. Yeah. Hold on there.
Yeah, I guess as you said, this is your first year out here. So what kind of brought you out for the first time, and what's been your favorite part?
Well, it's not my first Pride. It's just ours together.
First together.
But I don't know. I just like the community. Finding a community that you feel a part of and connected to it's good. It's important for the person and the community. So
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. The answers they're giving are like, you know, I couldn't come up with this stuff, you know. And how about you?
Yeah, I kind of say the same. I was actually kind of nervous coming to Pride just because of things that have been going on and going through things myself where people have been very kind of mean about pronouns, and like it's one of those things where it's just nice to be around other people who will respect that, and you don't have to like worry as much. So.
Yeah, and I agree, because, you know, I always say this on my show, that if somebody says to you, my pronouns are blah, 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 whatever, right? It would be the same as if somebody said to you, hi, my name is Bill, and you call the person John.
Yeah.
Isn't it the same thing? So if they're asking you to call them they, them, or Caesar, or whatever you want to be called, maybe you should do it?
it's a respect thing too.
Bingo. Aretha Franklin, respect, right?
Yeah.
R-E-S-P-C-T. Yeah.
Are you a singer?
No.
Throw out positivity, get back positivity. And I personally think if you choose willingly to ignore someone's pronouns, you're automatically starting off on a bad foot. And it doesn't.
It takes a lot more energy to be hateful and like discriminate against people than it does to just respect them. And if you don't want to be around it, then don't.
Yeah, but you know, my big word I always use again is empathy. You don't have to belong to my community, LGBT community. You don't have to. You could be an ally and just support us. I mean, I am not a black African American person, but yet I have so much respect for the African American community. You don't have to be in that community to understand humanity. Right, Brett?
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so anyway, but thank you for stopping by, you guys. I don't want to keep you from having fun.
Thank you for asking your questions.
Oh, you bet. Don't you love them? I love them. Anyway, happy Pride to the both of you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You bet. Happy Pride. Okay, and we're back, and we have another guest here from Pride, and your name is?
Shirley.
Shirley. And Shirley, what do you think about Pride? What is your feeling about it? What is the definition for you?
I think it's just a way to bring the community together and everything. It's a great event. You get a lot of different people, a lot of, different activities. I'm here to support my son and his husband, show pride.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Yeah, thank you so much. And do you have any concerns about the LGBTQ community as of the past few months and years?
I guess I don't know. And not so much anymore. When my son was younger and he couldn't take care of himself, that was one thing. Now he's old enough that he can take care of himself, and the concerns, while I still worry, they're more his than mine.
Right.
I don't know if that's a weird way to put it, but he's old enough to take care of himself now, so I don't have to worry as much as I used to.
You're an amazing mother, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Brett may have a question for you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on out here. As you were saying, supporting your son out here. What's been your favorite part so far?
Well, I just got here, and I'm volunteering with my company here, so I don't know. I like just visiting with people. I'm a people person, so just being able to talk to people, say hi, and meet all kinds of people, and you meet them from all over. There's people here from Wisconsin and Iowa, and I know some from Iowa. So yeah, it's cool.
Oh wow.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And there's so much love here, right?
Definitely.
You feel belonging, and you don't feel othered.
Yeah, nobody feels left out, whether you're gay, straight, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Boy, girl, everybody's welcome. And pets, even pets. So,
right?
Yeah, so it's a wonderful event.
Absolutely. Well, anyway, thank you, Shirley, so much, and happy Pride to you. Thanks for stopping by.
Happy Pride.
All righty, bye-bye. We have another guest at the AM 950-10 today, and we have...
Brandy.
Brandy, happy Pride to you.
To you as well.
Did you come alone or with family, friends?
I actually was working the Taylor Swift concert and stayed with a friend for the weekend, so...
Okay, give us some inside information. Is Taylor coming to Pride?
I don't know. I only work the door and seating people, so I didn't get any of the inside info, really. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I would think she would have to. I mean, she's here for the weekend. It's a very significant event for me.
She's so pro-LGBTQ.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure she is. I haven't heard, but...
Well, thank you anyway. So what does Pride mean to you?
Pride means inclusion. It means that no matter who you prefer, how you prefer to live your life, that you're human at your core, and that's what matters. We are all here suffering. We all need to be there for each other, and I think Pride really represents inclusion, and everyone is inclusive.
A lot of people have coming up and using the word love. Do you feel that here?
Yes. Very much so. Oh my gosh. This is the most loving environment I've been in probably the last few years. So.
Oh my God, you ain't kidding. Ain't a word? you ain't kidding. So do you have any concerns, let's go on the negative side a little bit, about the LGBT community that you're worried about, that in the future maybe you think we need to do something about?
No, absolutely not. My son is gay, actually, and he's in the closet as we speak, and I'm praying for a day that everybody does feel included. It's not just something that we're trying to preach. So.
Well, thank you so much. I think you're amazing, and I want you to tell your son to, take his time, because it took me, I'm an old gay man. It took me a while to come out, but I came out in the 70s, so that's a different time.
I bet that was interesting.
Interesting is not the word, girlfriend, not the word. Anyway, but thank you for stopping by and sharing your experiences with Pride with us today. And again, give our love to your son, and happy Pride to you and your family.
You as well.
Thank you so much. And we have another guest that stepped towards our tent today and wants to say something. What's your name?
I'm Imogen.
Imogen, not Imogen, Imogen.
Imogen, yes. That's
because there used to be an actress, I don't know if you know, Imogen Coca back in the day.
I actually know some Imogens in my life. I was actually influenced by why I changed my name. I go by Emmy for my friends, and learning that was a nice shortening of Imogen was just like, oh, I love it. Not gonna lie, a big reason why I changed my name to Imogen has to do with Imogen Heap. I love her. She's a great singer and songwriter.
Awesome. So what? So we're asking visitors to Pride today what Pride means to them. What does it mean to you?
Well, honestly, it means acceptance. Pride to me means living my life the way that I want to live my life, and having people around me who never judge me for that shit.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's love.
It is love. You're absolutely right.
We're surrounded by it today. A lot of love.
It's pretty fantastic. It really is. I'll admit, there is this weird aspect where it's kind of hard to meet new people because we're all kind of awkward and we're all kind of insular. So we come to Pride with our friends and we don't necessarily reach out to new people. And that is one aspect of Pride that I'm kind of that's really unfortunate. But, I can't judge anyone for it because I'm the same way. But it's really nice to have these booths and everything because you can come and talk to the volunteers. That's why I love volunteering at Pride, because then you're calling people over to talk to them a little bit.
Exactly. And AM 950, we're not only a radio station, we have multiple podcasts that you could listen to. We have podcasts having to do with food freedom. We have a podcast. Ellie Krug has a podcast. She's a trans woman. If you ever want to listen to her, it talks about idealism. It's amazing. We're the only game in town when it comes to left of center politics and current events. So we love the support. We hope that you spread the news about us.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really interested because I've never listened to AM 950, but I'm going to start now.
Oh my goodness. See what I mean?
Exactly, and that's why it's great that you have a booth out here, presenting yourselves, because who gets on the AM stations? I have never done that,
Not only that, though, Imogen. Okay, I'm going to get it. We have podcasts. So anytime if you're dusting your house, cleaning the floor, you just can go click any of these shows that we have here on the table, and you could listen at your leisure. So it's not like when a radio station you have to be there at a certain time and listen.
Yeah.
Podcast, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And my show, you don't have to do that. You just tune in and listen to whoever you want to listen to.
Well, clearly I need to grab more swag from you then.
Absolutely. And candy and calendars and whenever you.
I am so good on candy. There's too much candy here.
I love her. Anyway, the second question I wanted to ask is, do you have any concerns about the LGBT community? Are there any worries, any concerns about safety and things like that at this time?
Well, no concerns about safety. I always feel safe in my queer groups. It's I do still have, straight friends and folks like that who accept me, straight family.
Allies.
Stuff. Allies, they're great.
But Brett, do you have anything to add to that?
Let's see. What's been your favorite part coming out so far to Pride this year?
Well, honestly, it's been volunteering. I volunteered at Tigers, and I am so thrilled that I did it because... Well, I mean, it feels so good to give back to the queer community, and I just like the aspect of that because, again, whenever you volunteer, you actually get to talk to a lot of new people, and that can be difficult because we're awkward and insular. You know, that's just the reality of people. And, you know, I love just being able to meet new people at Pride, so...
Well, Imogen, I think you have been fantastic. Thank you so much for stopping by our table. And, again, help yourself to whatever here. Any shows that you want to listen to, we have the pamphlets for you to look over, and calendars and stuff like that. So thank you, and happy Pride to you.
Happy Pride. Thank you so much.
You bet. You too now. Hello again, and we have another guest who stepped over to the AM 95010 to visit us. We have
Chris.
Happy Pride to you.
Happy Pride to you.
And I just want the listeners to know, because they can't see you right now. You are actually on a podcast, but you have this beautiful unicorn hat on.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I love it too. I can't keep my eyes off of it. Anyway, so what does Pride mean to you today?
I think that Pride for me means it means acceptance. It means community. It means finding a place that you can belong, finding a place that you are welcomed, and finding a place that that you can be yourself and not worry. I think it's that sense of community, the sense of like coming together that I think is so critical to what we do and what we need, especially in the current political climate. So I think that's what Pride for me right now is. It's that sense of community and that sense of belonging to each other.
Absolutely. And you know, I had a guest walk up to the tent and say, one word to me, Pride means love.
Yes, it absolutely does mean love. That was much more succinct and a lot better put than what I said. So I
almost passed out when she said. She just stopped. She went, love. And I was like, absolutely.
Well done. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So do you have any concerns for the LGBTQ community today?
I think probably the ones that are shared by most of the people that are here today and most of the people that have stopped by, which is that we're in an unfortunate climate right now. Things have been heading the wrong way, and I think it's something that we all need to be concerned about. I think it's easy to sit back and say, well, we've made progress. We don't ever have to worry about regressing at all. But we do. We clearly do. And we've seen that happen. And it's really important that we acknowledge that, we understand that, and that we stand up for what we need to stand.
Absolutely. And the thing that was bugging me, you guys, is that these companies are taking down displays of LGBT pride because they're getting harassment and bullying. And instead of pushing back on bullying, they're succumbing to it. What do you think about that?
It's hard because on one hand, I want to be so supportive. How should I say it? I think when I think about corporate pride, for example, there's always that cynicism that's shared by a lot of people about corporate pride, and they're just in it for the money and everything like that, which I hear and I get that. On the other side, I look at it like true, but if we can harness that and if that can help raise visibility for us, then there are positives to come out of it. It's making lemonade out of the lemons, right? So that having that kind of thing happen and that step back in corporate America with that kind of reaction to things hurts, because we need that. We need that support. We need that visibility. We need people to see that and understand that this is normal. There's nothing weird about this at all. This is life. This is who we are. And having that happen is unfortunate and problematic. For sure.
And I understand the whole money thing. They have to, corporations have to make profits and they have to make money. But you can't do it at the expense of a huge population of people. You just can't do that.
It needs to be ethical leadership.
Exactly. So Brett is here. Brett is an announcer on AM 950. If you ever listen to the station live, you'll hear him all the time. He has a couple of questions for you today.
Well, let's see. What's been your favorite part about Pride so far?
Wow. My favorite part of Pride has been, and I think it's like this every year, is to walk into the park and to walk through a crowd of people that are just happily, comfortably, joyously, gloriously themselves, just being who they are, loving who they love, just that sense of, again, that community and that I don't know, there's that accessibility and there's the it's just amazing. It makes my heart so full. I absolutely love that.
You're an amazing human being. Do you know that? You are just full of love and empathetic to people. And I wish every single human being on this planet Earth was just like you. And I'm not blowing smoke in your face. I really, really mean that. I love you already. I think you're fantastic. I really do. And thank you for stepping over to our booth today and celebrating Pride with us.
Absolutely wouldn't miss it. Thank you. Happy Pride.
Can I get a hug?
You absolutely can.
Oh, all right. You're amazing. God bless. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye. Okay, and we have another guest who stepped over to the AM 950 tent today. We have...
This is Jim, the carpenter.
Jim, the carpenter. Are you? Do you know Karen Carpenter? No, just kidding.
Big fan.
Who isn't? You know.
Yes.
Every old gay man like me loves Karen Carpenter. Anyway, so what does Pride mean to you, Jim?
It felt really good to be here today because this last year there's been a lot of ugliness going on across the entire country. You know, it's because I walked a lot with a friend who is trans, and she said she's so happy to be in Minnesota because she doesn't feel like she'd be safe in Florida or North Dakota or a lot of places now.
Absolutely. This is an island state, I call it. We're surrounded by lots of red and we're bright blue. So, Minnesota, thank you so much.
Yeah, and it's a good place to work, too. We have good, strong unions that pay well and have benefits here. That's really good, too. So a lot of ways I'm really proud to be from Minnesota.
Me too, absolutely. Hey, Brett, do you want to ask Jim any questions today?
Jim, yeah, frequent listener Jim from St. Louis Park. Let's see. Well, awesome to get to see you again. What's been your favorite part coming out here so far to Pride?
I just always love the parade. Just so much positive energy and getting to hand out stickers and just waving to so many people and so many happy people. You know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Jim, thank you for stopping by, and happy Pride to you.
Yes.
And God bless. Take care.
God bless.
Okay, bye-bye now. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. I have somebody here who you're going to be really excited to know. We have Kelly Wagner here. Kelly is going to talk about Pride with us today and talk about her show. So welcome and happy Pride.
Thank you so much for having me on.
You are amazing. You just ooze love. I just love you. So can you tell me your definition of Pride? What does it mean to you?
You know what? As we were saying right before we were coming on, it's all about love. It's this high, beautiful frequency. Everybody's here. Everybody's welcome. I even brought my 12-year-old daughter. I just really wanted to show her this love and this beautiful experience.
And it is. I mean, a lot of people that have come over to the tent have used that word. Right? It's been like love, 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 community. It's a beautiful thing because everybody doesn't have to be LGBT, but we have allies. We have people that are in the LGBTQ community. So it's a big tent, and we all have love, and we all share it.
Absolutely. Well, and you want partners all around, right? You want to be able to dial a friend and say, hey, I need help here, or I need help here. It's all, again, everyone's welcome.
Yeah, everyone's welcome. And so, Kelly, would you like to tell the listeners about your show and what it's about and how they can listen?
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. So we are the Being Curious Show. I'm one of the co-hosts, Kelly Wagner. We're also with Brian Mariani. We are a part of the new Sunday Shine block on AM 950. And we are at noon. I'm used to saying 2 o'clock. We just moved to noon again to be a part of Sunday Shine, with kicking off with green tea conversations with Candy, and then Elizabeth with I think it's sovereignty. I forget. I'm so sorry. Exploring sovereignty. Oh my goodness, with Elizabeth, and then we round it out. So it's a really beautiful Sunday mornings of being curious and all inclusive, and everybody's welcome. And be curious.
Wow, you got my interest. And I have so many podcasts I have to listen to, and now yours is on my what do they call it, Spotify list? Yeah. You're on Spotify, right?
We're on all the platforms, just like you.
Just like me.
We have 88, 89 shows in the can, so you can totally play and be curious. We have from marketing and business and event people to psychic mediums and medical mediums and palmist and tarot and astrology, and then business and authors. We are totally Brett. each time we come in. Yeah, it's being curious. Full spectrum. Again, going back to like and if you even like today at Pride, if you come here with curiosity, people will talk to you. People will open up with you. People will share space with you. They will offer you something if you go with curiosity. So even if you don't know what's going on, just come here and love and be curious. And that's why that's why our show is like that. And I'm the publisher of Edge Magazine. So we're able to take holistic health and wellness, be curious, and come into this amazing platform. And I'm honored to partner with AM 950.
Oh my goodness. I hope you got that out there. And
I started channeling you too, by the way. I was just like, oh my gosh, everyone around you. And you're just like, oh my God, it's just beautiful. You have these beautiful bubbles around you that are just spectacular. I'm getting a grandmother or a lady, older lady energy coming in to just wrapping you in a hug. It's like actually a shawl that she's putting around you that she handmade, and it's beautiful. And I'm supposed to just offer that to you.
I always felt my grandmother. Oh, she's making me cry around me. Oh my God, you're amazing. I would love to be on your show as well.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Let's do it. We got to do it. Anyway, so again, Kelly's show is...
The Being Curious Show, Sundays, AM 950 at noon.
Thank you, Kelly, and happy Pride to you and your daughter. Okay, bye for now. Hello, we're back, and we have another guest who approached the AM 950 tent at Pride today, and his name is...
Wally.
Wally, what a great name. Happy Pride to you.
Happy Pride.
And you have a wonderful... Is this your family here? Everybody here is your family? Oh, my God, the beautiful family.
I have 3 more daughters that aren't here, but...
Wow. So that makes, 3 and 2 makes 5, right?
Yeah, 5 daughters.
So what does Pride mean to you?
Well, we came out to see Mae Simpson, but I'm an ally, and so we love coming here to support, the community. So.
Well, you know what, Wally? My show, and Brett could tell you, all I do is talk about the allies. It's all about the allies, because if the LGBTQ community did not have allies, we'd be nowhere. We're a very small population, and having you guys around, we really, really appreciate. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you for being here.
And last question I wanted to ask, do you guys have any concerns about the LGBTQ community?
I'm concerned about the discrimination from the extreme right. It's scary.
Bingo, yeah, I hear you, yes. Do your kids want to say do you guys want to say anything at all about Pride?
Hate has no home here.
Hate has, oh my God. I couldn't have said it better myself. How about you? Have anything to say today?
Everybody is gay if you really think about it.
Okay. Well, I'm gay anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for coming and visiting us. Happy Pride. Okay, and we're back. We have 2 more guests who approached the AM 950 tent today. We have
Max.
And we have
Eric.
And what are your pronouns?
He, him.
He, him?
He, him.
He, him. Okay, awesome. Now, what does Pride mean to you? What does that conjure up in your mind?
Having, I don't know, pride for who you are, feel safe about how you really are.
Being safe. That's good. And feeling proud of who you are. Of course. Yeah, lovely. And how about you?
Kind of accepting yourself and not being ashamed of who you really are. And, yeah.
Awesome. And do you guys have any concerns about the LGBTQ community going forward?
Yeah, there's been really bad legislature recently in more southern states, mostly against trans kids and trans medicine and stuff. So that's worrying, because I don't know what could happen, if it could happen here or it could happen anywhere else really besides the U.S.
Guess what? Guess where you live?
In Minnesota.
Minnesota is probably one of the safest places for trans people right now. They just passed legislation that it's a safe space. Yeah. You cannot be discriminated for who you are, and I love it. And thank you, Governor Walz. Right?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Are they just passing that bill that we're
I'm going to have to defer to Brett on that. That safe space for trans people was passed when, Brett? Do you remember exactly?
Oh gosh, was that even the most recent session we did this one in Minnesota, or is this even older than that? I don't know off the top of my head, unfortunately.
I don't know, but it did pass. So yeah, you're in a great place right now. So be happy, and happy Pride to the both of you, and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Okie doke. Thank you. Welcome back, and we have another guest who approached the AM 950 10 today. We have
Reggie.
Reggie. Hi, Reggie. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
You are amazing. You just have an aura around you of happiness and love. You must be in love. Are you in love?
I'm in love.
See? Am I good? Kelly's looking at me. Doing good, Philip. What does Pride mean to you?
Just, I guess, the visibility too, and showing other people that, you know, you're not alone in who you are, and that you should be able to express yourself as who you are. You should never have to hide it because somebody else says that it's wrong or anything like that. So it's just being that supportive inspiration for other people.
So visibility is important.
Yep, definitely.
So do you think that having all these people here at Pride, I mean, there's so many people, that shows the world that we exist. We are large numbers of people, right?
Right, and we always will be here.
And we're not going anywhere, right?
No, sir.
What was that old, well, I'm old, so you're a young guy, but there used to be an expression, we're gay and we're not going away, something like that. It rhymes with gay and going away, and so, anyway. But, yeah, I came out in 19, so, anyway. So, do you have any concerns about the LGBTQ community going forward?
I mean, more so just concerned about like all the anti-queer legislation that's getting passed around all the different states. And thankfully, Minnesota is pretty safe, but I have friends in other states that, you know, you worry about it.
Reggie, I have to tell you, you live in Minnesota. Good old Minnesota, where the trans community is protected, gay community is protected, African Americans are protected. We're all protected. We're all a community, right, Reggie?
Absolutely. It's a very, very good place to be queer.
Exactly. Absolutely. And I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, by the way, does Brett, do you want to ask Reggie anything?
Yeah, let's see. What's been your favorite part about Pride so far?
Oh, boy. I mean, I guess I just like how two things. One, I like the sharing of our history that goes on here, as well as like the continued advocacy for important things that we need to take care of today.
And do you know, this is something that I didn't mention today at all, but next month will be the anniversary, I think it's the 10-year anniversary, right, of marriage equality.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, that would be 10 years.
August the 1st. So, and I married, my husband was just here, you missed him. But, yeah, and did you bring your spouse with you?
Fiance.
Oh, you're not married yet?
Not yet.
When are you getting married?
Sometime next year. We haven't nailed down a date yet, but sometime in 2024.
Wow. Can I be invited?
If you'd like to.
Anyway, congratulations to the both of you, and thank you for your spirit, and I appreciate you coming over to the tent, and happy Pride again to you.
Happy Pride. Thank you.
You bet. Okay. Okay, welcome back, and we have another two guests that approached the tent today at AM 950. We have...
I'm Carter Apollo.
Oh, wow. That's like an actor name, kind of. Like you should be on TV or in a movie or something.
I am a theater kid, so yeah.
You're going to get some work, honey, because you have that great name. You're welcome. And we also have...
Max.
Welcome, Max. So we're asking our guests that approach the tent what they feel about Pride. What does it mean to you?
Pride for me is just a celebration of not only my love and the love that I share with a person, but also the love of the collective community has for themselves. Self-love, interpersonal love. It's just kind of about love for me.
I love that. And, you know, a lot of people, it's been the word that we're hearing, all the love, and community is another one, where, you know, you feel you're in a safe place, right? And Max?
I agree with love, and it's also, like, about seeing how many other people there are that identify the same as you and, you know, also feel this way, because I think it's so easy, like, to feel divided and alone. And being at Pride, it feels like there's this singularity of that you're not alone.
You're not alone. You'll never be alone. We're not going away, guys. Trust me. And you're in the right state, right? Minnesota. Minnesota is Minnesota. Thank you, Governor Walz. We love you. And keep voting, people out there, right? And I think Brett may have a question for you as well.
Yeah, let's see. What's been your favorite part of Pride this year?
Ooh, that's always a difficult question because Pride has so much fun stuff for me specifically because I just love going out. I'd have to say the parade. It was my first time walking in the Minneapolis Pride Parade this year, and the euphoria that hit me just like seeing everyone was insane.
It's a beautiful thing, yeah.
For me, it's just been like how willing and ready people are to just, keep doing what they're doing. Like the fact that we were hearing stuff about that there might be protests and people are just like, like it's okay, let them do it. Because like it feels so powerful to be in a group and just be together.
I'm hoping there are no protests today, but I haven't heard of any. But hopefully we've steered clear of that, right? Anyway, but thank you too for approaching the tent today, and happy Pride, and God bless the both of you. You are wonderful. Thank you so much. I love the name.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okie dokie. All right. I did it. Okay, and welcome back. And we have another guest that approached the AM 950 tent, and we have...
Hi, I'm Allie.
Allie, like Kirstie Alley. No, just kidding.
I'm afraid I don't know who that is, but I'm sure you're right.
Well, you would never know because that's an old-time actress from my time, right? Yeah. It is a compliment, yeah.
Well, in that case, it's very much appreciated. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, I just want to make sure I pronounced it right. So, what does Pride mean to you?
Pride means to me that we're all here to stand up for each other and for a better future.
Okay. And do you have any concerns about the LGBTQ community going forward?
Yeah, I absolutely do. I'm worried for all of our safety.
Our safety, yes. I hear that. And the legislation that's being passed.
Yes, absolutely. I moved to Minnesota last year for that reason.
I'm hearing a lot of that. A lot of people are moving here for that, and you're in a safe place right now, yeah.
I really hope so, yes.
Kelly, did you want to ask a question?
So you're new to the area. Is this your first Pride?
This is my first Pride.
Yay! Well, we'd like to thank you for coming by and spending some time with us, and happy Pride to you.
Yes, absolutely. Happy Pride to you all as well.
Thank you.
Trans rights are human rights.
Bingo, absolutely. Okay, well, welcome back. We have another guest approaching our AM 950 tent today, and her name is?
Angie.
Angie, love the name. So Angie, what is your idea of Pride? What does it conjure up in your mind?
I mean, just getting together to celebrate everybody is different and accepting all of our differences.
Right, whether you're trans, gay, whatever, it's a community, right?
Even straight.
Ally. Well, if you listen to my show, I'm more ally oriented than I am LGBTQ.
Everybody. I mean, it just,
Because without allies, think about it. We are a very small percentage of the population, and allies are larger than even us, and they have our back. So thank you out there, all the allies, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly. So, do you have any concerns though about the LGBTQ community going forward?
I mean, I guess we're Minnesota residents. I feel really good about that. We're not from this area. We're up closer to North Dakota, but we do live in Minnesota for a reason. So we feel good about where we're living and where our votes go.
Right. Do any of you guys want to ask Angie a question there? Don't all answer.
I'll go with my usual one. How about what's been your favorite part about coming to Pride so far?
Well, this has been different for us. This is the first year we've brought our kids here, and it's been a long time since we've been to Twin Cities Pride. So.
How many children do you have?
2.
2? I see 4 though. Are you babysitting?
No, they're our friends. Our friends are also a 2-mom household. They have 4 kids. half of them happen to be standing here. They're somewhere around here, so yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you, beautiful family, and I would like to thank you for approaching the tent, and we wish you a very happy Pride and stay safe.
Thank you so much. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Okay, and welcome back, everyone. We have another guest that approached the tent for AM 950 today, and his name is...
The Reverend Dr. Patrick Shebeck.
And full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, this is a dear friend of mine as well. We go back quite a few years. He's a very good friend of my husband's, and he's a wonderful human being. And thank you so much for coming over to the tent and answering some questions for us today.
Well, I'm happy to do it.
So what does Pride mean to you, Pat?
It means that everybody is welcome and that everybody can lighten up a little bit.
That's a good way to put it, absolutely. Do you have any concerns for the LGBTQ community going forward?
Yes, actually, I preached about that this morning during church, that the number of Americans who think that same-sex marriage is good has actually gone down in the last year or so, which sort of signals a sea change in the work that we have to do as a community, and that crazy fascists shouldn't be allowed to run the country.
Yeah, I heard that as well, and that's scary. It went down like 10%, right?
It did. It went from, I know this because I preached on it this morning, from 74% to 61%.
Wow, only 61 approve of gay marriage now, as opposed to a few years ago when it was 74, right?
Right. Who do they think is, like, you know, putting on theater and music and hanging their drapes? It's not the straights.
And you know, a lot of people say it could be the pushback on the trans community that's doing that. Do you believe that?
I think the right makes the trans issue into a boogeyman for other repressive policies.
I agree with that, yes. Do any of you want to ask my lovely friend here a question at all?
Hi, it's Kelly. I love your t-shirt. Tell us more about it.
My t-shirt from St. Paul Reformation Lutheran Church in St. Paul says, "Not all Christians are assholes." We have been working Pride for 35 years. Wow. We are currently the only Lutheran presence in the park because there are so many Lutherans in the Twin Cities. And we have to say not all Christians are assholes because a lot of Christians are. And they hide behind religion to hate, and that's not okay.
Absolutely. Brett, would you like to ask Pat a question?
Oh, let's close it off with favorite part of Pride this year.
Aside from the cheese curds, my favorite part of Pride is all the people that we get to meet at our booth who are so glad that we're here, and they sometimes, actually, more than one has broken out into tears because they are glad that the church is here in the public square and speaking the truth. So everybody's welcome, as it should always be. Always, always, always.
Absolutely. And Pat, would you remind the listeners what the name of your church, where they can find you, and if you have a website or anything where they can get some more information?
It's St. Paul Reformation Lutheran Church in St. Paul, and our website is www.stpaulref.org.
Wow, thank you so much, Pat. You're a lovely human being, and I want to say thank you and happy Pride to you.
I love it. I love it. Happy Pride to you, and God bless.
God bless you as well.
God wears glitter, too, sometimes.
Absolutely. Okie dokie. Okay, and welcome back, everyone. We have another guest who approached the AM 950 tent today for Pride. Woo, everybody! And and your name is?
Patrick.
Patrick. Happy Pride, Patrick. Thank you. What brings you here? Thank you. What brings you here today?
This festival.
Yeah. What does Pride mean to you, anyway?
Equality. Lots of nice people.
Especially you.
Well, no, but no, everything's great, and we appreciate your radio station too because of the progressiveness that you do.
We are the only progressive radio station in the entire state of Minnesota. There's only 30 or less, I think, Brett, right, in the entire country. So this is where you go for news that's pretty much on your,
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, what do you have any concerns about the LGBTQ community going forward? Like any issues that you're worried about?
Well, not really. I like the progressiveness. I like the participation, and I like everybody I like this. I mean, look at how many vendors are here. It's incredible that everybody can get together and have a good time.
I'm getting a lot of when people come up to the tent. The first thing they say about Pride is love. Do you feel that way as well?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Inclusion. And I'm sorry, your name is?
I'm Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy decided that she'll chime in today. Yeah, because she was a little shy at first, but now she's ready to go. Right, Kathy?
That's right.
And what does Pride mean to you?
That they have people that will help them. There's enough people around that if they have trouble out there, because we live in a area that's not so progressive. We're from Wisconsin, and it's can be narrow-minded.
Exactly. Well, welcome to Minnesota. Thank you for stopping by. Do any of you lovely people have a question today, Kelly?
Oh my goodness. Hello, you two. Is this your first Pride?
Oh, been years and years and years.
Thank you for being here. What brings you every year coming back over and over and over? It's not just there's just so much. It's hard to describe, isn't it?
It's also something great to do. We live out in the country, out in the middle of boondocks.
And you're not feeling that there is an embracing of the community where you live?
Not really.
Well, thank you so much for being an ally, and Kathy as well.
We have a person who represents him called Tom Tiffany, and he's everything that I do not like about people representing people.
Right. Okay. Anything else, Cal?
Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. Thanks for stopping at AM 950.
Happy Pride, you two.
You too.
Bye now. And welcome back, everyone. We have another guest approaching the tent at the AM 950 Pride Festival, and his name is
Trevor Sanis.
Trevor. Well, happy Pride to you, Trevor.
Thank you.
So what is your feeling about Pride? What do you think it means?
I think it means it's just celebration of where we've come from thus far, but then also just a reflection of where we still need to go, like what we have to still work on, and a great opportunity to celebrate with all kinds of folks that we maybe haven't seen in a year. So that's kind of, just like from people that are maybe trans or lesbian or gay, and so now it's just an opportunity where we all can come together on one day and really celebrate our successes of where we've come from since Stonewall.
And you mentioned some concerns going forward. What are those concerns that you may have, or you have obviously concerns for others as well?
Great questions. I would say one of my concerns is I feel as much as advances we've made, there's still some kind of resistance and walls. I feel like the trans community is really being under attack. And so I feel we have a lot of work to do there. And I feel that fear is stemmed from people not understanding what it means to be trans. And they haven't met anyone that's trans. And so I feel this is a great opportunity and celebration to meet people that are in that space, that are going through that process, and to really educate themselves.
Absolutely. Do you think that going forward we are heading in the right direction when it comes to our rights, or are we pushing back a little bit?
I'm an optimist, and so I'm always thinking forward, and so I feel we're in the right direction. There's always going to be setbacks, but with that, I know this community always rallies and we push forward.
That's a good way to put it. We do rally. We've come from the abyss, and now look at us. We have marriage equality. We have trans rights in Minnesota, and all these wonderful things. Do you guys want to ask a question at all? We have Kelly here who has a show as well. Brett is the announcer at large, I guess we'd call him. He's on the radio all the time if you listen to AM 950. So let's start with Brett.
Oh, let's go. What has been your favorite part of Pride so far?
I always enjoy the parade. So this year I participated in the parade through my company. So walked representing my company. So that was fun.
Awesome. Okay, and you marched as well.
I did. Yes, I marched.
Great. Okay, and Kel?
So how do we take the energy of today and this weekend and bring it to our Monday morning?
Oh, that is a really great question.
It is, Kel.
And I think some of it is just reflecting and just kind of holding the things of what excite us about this whole weekend, and then not forgetting about it, and not just waiting until next year when Pride comes back and then revisiting these points and topics. It's to keep it front and center, even if it's not every day, but just to keep it front and center.
Well, you know what? Your answers are amazing. Thank you so much. Right? Is he amazing or what? Thank you so much for spending some time with us today, and I want to wish on behalf of everyone at AM 950, happy Pride to you and yours. Are you single?
Nope, I'm married.
Oh, good. So am I. I think you know my husband.
I do, yes. Yep.
You like my husband?
Oh, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, right? Yeah, okay. And again, thank you, and I hope I'll get to see you in the future, one day.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So hello, it's Kelly. I'm hijacking Philip's show to end it out and bring it out. Philip?
Yes.
Yes. Have you had a fantastic day?
Oh my God, Pride is, like all the guests that approached the tent said, it's community, it's love, they feel safe. It's just all these positive words that you can't feel anywhere else. And that's why I love coming here.
What a great, it's the people, like, oh my goodness, this person that is just walking by us right now. I just love the energy and the creativity and the honesty and the integrity. And it's beautiful these people have come up and just shared their stories with you. Is there a favorite one that maybe you can think about that you've touched in the last couple hours?
Boy, it's so hard to narrow it down. I just think all those people.
It's beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, there's so many people here today at Pride. Even in the pouring rain, people want to come out and be themselves and express love for each other and community. And like Brett said, we all have different reasons why we love coming to Pride. Beep beep, and well, it's live radio. What are you gonna say? The one story I think that really hit me was Pat Shebek. Again, he's my friend, and being a pastor in a church, and that's gaining people. People want to be there because he's so welcoming to every community. I think that's a beautiful message, isn't it? That all churches aren't assholes, like he said, right? So yeah.
I think even Jesus would like Pride today, right? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just and I just think he's giving everybody a wink and a smile and happy that we're here.
Yeah, and I
didn't mean to go there, but I thought I should.
No, you're fine. I told you the story when we were off air about the rainbow.
Okay, you guys, I think the rainbow story, cue over the rainbow, get a little Judy going on, right? This is a beautiful way to end your show. And yes, at Pride, we are surrounded with rainbows. But there's a really beautiful story that you had recently happen to you with a rainbow that you can't make this up. So please share. Yeah. Give us a little background about what rainbows mean to you.
Oh, my God. So I'm getting emotional again. So rainbows, when I come to Pride, I always say I pray to my parents and to God and my guardian angel and whoever's surrounding me, show me some sort of a sign that you approve of me, that I'm not doing something wrong, that being gay is not a choice, because I know it's not, and that you approve of me. Show me a rainbow, because that's the only thing I could think of that represents Pride, wearing rainbows all over me all the time. And I'm driving home to my house, and I have the picture to prove it. A rainbow was there right across the road, a big-ass one.
And this wasn't a little baby rainbow. This was a da-da-da-da, like, I am here rainbow.
You saw the picture?
Yes, I did.
So yeah, and so it was a validation that it's okay to be you. It's okay to be who you are, who God made you, and don't listen to the BS from the other side, you know. So and I want to thank you again, Kelly, for like spending like the day with me at the table. And again, Brett, you were just fantastic. You want to say anything before we close out today?
What was your favorite part of Pride?
I think it was meeting everyone that was coming up here and just giving their different answers. As you said, just the idea of having community together, because you oftentimes are getting people that are probably coming from rural areas where they don't have that type of community. And yeah, for people to be able to come down here and be together, I think it's huge for them.
And there was someone that approached. We had so many guests, right? That came over to the tent, and the one I just thought of another one that she had to move here because she didn't feel safe where she was from. So, and I'm hearing that a lot. You know, I mean, a lot of my friends are saying that. Oh, I just met somebody who moved here from blah 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 state, and to come to Minnesota because they feel safe. So, thank you, Minnesota.
Yay! Thank you, Minnesota.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah.
Anyway, so I hate to close out the show with such love and beautiful people surrounding me, and I love AM 950. I love the people at AM 950, one sweeter than the other. And I can't wait to do your show, Kelly. I can't wait till you do my show. I can't wait till we get together again. You're an amazing human being. And to my listeners, you are amazing. I love you all, and happy Pride to you all. And I hope everyone out there is doing what, everybody? Fantabulous! Okay, woo! Okay, and ciao for now. And this is Philip Anthony saying I love you all.